Hey guys, welcome to the Stories of Young podcast. Today's episode is a special one because we are in my motherland, Ghana. So we are doing an exclusive edition. I have two guests with me today. They are two creative entrepreneurs from Ghana, Joey Lid from Free the Youth and Abena Boamah from Hana Hana Beauty. Welcome guys.
Thank you.
So Joey, you're Jonathan Kofi, but then your name, everybody knows you as Joey Lid. Joey Lid, okay.
Lid.
So you are part of a street fashion collective. The biggest one. Yeah. So tell me about Free the Youth. What is it about? How did you guys start?
Yeah, Free the Youth is a community. And we started in Tema, where we were just taking photos of ourselves in good clothes, Black Scale, and HBA, Supreme, all these good streetwear brands, just to showcase the good sides of Ghana. So when there's like a construction somewhere, they are building a good building somewhere, we just go there, we take photos, and we post it on the internet, Tumblr, Instagram just started that time, Facebook. And at the point we're gaining popularity, and we had to transcend that into making our own clothes, because people wanted to be like, they wanted to dress like us. So
first when you were taking pictures of all these things, you were wearing other brands?
Yeah.
Okay, and where did you get these brands from? Would you like?
Thrift.
Okay.
Or sometimes if you can't afford a brand, just make it yourself.
Yeah. So Ghana actually really forced you to be creative. Okay, so you guys started with taking pictures of places, really actually to positively push Ghana.
Okay. And like the good sides of Ghana and the nicer place in Ghana.
Why is it important for you to push the Ghanaian culture, the youth culture?
I feel like it's important to me because people feel like we are behind time, but there's a lot going on here which the outer world has to see, and there's diverse cultures here artistically, which is like very inspiring to me when I go out and see them. So I feel like Free the Youth is like a bridge between Ghana and the outer world to like bridge cultures and make everything possible for young people who have hope to be creative.
Good.
Yeah.
So that's why you guys started Free the Youth. So it's a collective, but it's also a street fashion brand, right? You guys also like communicate this through fashion.
Yeah, just to empower young people to be more creative and connect to the world.
Okay, nice. And Miss Abena, you were born in DC.
Yes.
And then you've also lived in Chicago.
Yes.
Why did you decide to move to Ghana?
So I was teaching in Chicago, and that's when I started Hana Hana Beauty. So, when I started, I found it really important for the fact that Hana Hana Beauty is an all-natural skincare brand, for me to be storytelling and sharing where and how the process of shea butter is being made. So that originally brought me back, because as a kid I lived here, and but the main reason was to be able to actually tell the story and connect with the community. And so it brought me to Tamale, and that was in 2017.
That's when you moved back?
That's when I first came back as an adult.
Okay.
Yeah, and I stayed for like a month, and I kept on coming back for a month, but I was also in grad school, so I couldn't move back just yet during my master's. So then when I finished, I moved back, because for us, for Hana Hana, our whole entire mission is about disrupting the beauty industry. So not just through our products and representation, which most people know us for, like, the shots and the photos and those types of things, but more so for the being able to create access and transparency and sustainability with the communities that we work with, which is the Katarga Women's Group, the women we source from. So.
I love that, because that's what you both are doing, like really helping the community. And for instance, because you were born and raised in Ghana, and you
in the trenches.
In Temas. And then you were born in DC, but you've lived here before and then went back. So what are like for you the struggles? What were for you the struggles of moving back home?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's a change of pace. Like living in Chicago, New York, you're going. You have an idea, you go with it, but sometimes there's setbacks. Maybe this is not exactly a struggle, but the way of moving in Ghana is just different. I wouldn't even say it's really a struggle. It's just being able to adapt and move in the space, because everything is possible in Ghana. You know, we always talk about this, like, we can just be like, yo, let's do this, and it happens. So I think it's just how to move in Ghana. Like, it's just something that you have to learn, and you have to remember, I think that's why both of our brands go far, is like, community is important, not just this give back, but because everything we do is about community, it is culture, you know? So I think, I don't know if, I mean, obviously you have issues and troubles in Ghana, Uber, all these things, but I think for me, it's just being able to learn. It's like a learning curve, you know? And just being able to adapt and build a business in Ghana.
Okay, so Joey and Abena, from what I'm hearing is that you guys both work with local communities. Joey, people from, like Africans from the diaspora, when we come home, we complain about traffic, time, bad service. But one of the slogans of Free the Youth is everything is possible in Ghana. So tell me more about that. How is that possible? Because I feel like there's so many struggles. But obviously you live here, so.
Yeah, I live in Accra now, and Accra is like, it has hectic traffic every day.
Yes.
So first of all, I use Okada all the time. Like when I'm moving, it's on motorbike all the time because I love my time sometimes. And I make sure I get things done. I sometimes get a lot of things doing at the same time, which is like crazy to me, but I make sure I use motorbike to get everything now. And working with the locals, you have to know how to communicate with them, and you have to bring out the creativity in them, because like since everyone in the world has 5 fingers and
10 fingers. Right?
10 fingers and 10 toes, they can make everything work, and so you just have to bring their creativity out of them. Like hold this jacket I'm wearing, hold it.
Oh, yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels good.
This is the Frida denim sample.
Okay.
Of the jacket.
Are you gonna give me one? I like it.
And a male tailor at Cantonment did this. I just had to show him what I want. Sometimes they delay you with time and everything, but if you know how to relate with them and if you build trust with them, they will know that they are loyal customers and they have to get your stuff in time.
So everything is possible because first of all, you think positive and you just educate the people that live here.
And I just made them do more than what their limit, you know. So like he is a male tailor in Cantonment, but I made him sew like a whole denim jacket.
Wow.
Which was very cute. Yeah.
And where did you get the fabric from?
Makola, but it's low key. I don't want to say.
No, you don't have to tell me. But you get it in Ghana.
Yeah, Alaji. Shout out to Alaji though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he made this, and actually, has he made something like this before?
No,
never.
First time, yeah.
Okay.
First time.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so and you work with locals as well for Hana Hana Beauty.
Yes.
How does that work? Because I know that your mission with Hana Hana Beauty is to empower women of color, and you do this by actually selling one of Ghana's most important products, shea butter.
Yeah.
Has this always been your mission?
For Hana Hana.
For Hana Hana Beauty.
Yeah, like our mission started about empowering women of color and Black women, especially globally. Like, and that's always about globally because Black people are everywhere. So our focus is like with the product and everything that we do from the beginning to when it comes to the consumer's hand. How are we empowering that empowering people through that process? So with Hana Hana, we source all our raw materials, our shea butter especially, all of our shea butter directly from cooperatives in Tamale. We're also now sourcing our oils too from different cooperatives. But in Ghana also. But the difference, I guess, from us and different other brands is that we have now something called the Hana Hana Circle of Care. So that is like our benefits program for any cooperative that we're working with, is that one will pay 2 times your asking price, which is usually the fair trade price. And then we also have our healthcare initiative. So twice a year, just like you would have your 6-month checkup, we provide a healthcare day for all the women that we work with. So we did our first one in April last year. And we were able to do it for, I think it was almost like 98 women. And then this time we did it recently before the end of the year in December. And we were able to have almost 300 women and their children.
What does the healthcare program entail?
So the healthcare, we actually have partnered with the SDA hospital in Tamale and Drive for Health in Tamale. And I have a healthcare coordinator on our team also, where we have now an outreach team of 20 nurses and doctors that are on our outreach team that come to the neighborhood and do a full checkup. You get to meet with the primary care doctor, and then also medication is provided. So it's not just you go see someone and then they tell you you need to get this, this, and this. Where are you gonna get that money from? Like, you know, if you know what I mean. So we're really thinking about sustainability too, like for myself. For the women, for anyone that's a part. So now
and these are the women that produce the shea butter.
These are the women that. So we work with the Katarga Women's Group. Okay. So the Katarga Women's Group, we also work with a network of cooperatives too. So
how did you find these group of women?
So like when I came to Ghana, my first trip back as an adult. Like I chilled, whatever, and I cried, had my good times. But then I was like, I want to meet a group, I want to meet a cooperative. So I just kind of went to Tamale by myself. And luckily, I was set up with a driver named Pa, rest in peace. He actually passed away last year or 2 years ago. But Pa was my driver, and he ended up actually becoming our transporter for the shea when I was gone. He would transport it for us, but he introduced me that day after to all the women, to the Katarga Women's Group, and that was in 2017. And since then, we've bought a lot of kilos of shea from the women. So it's definitely been a journey. We started first just with like telling the story and sharing it. From like Yahoo News to like just like big spaces where people can like hear about the women.
And were the women already working with other companies? Are they known?
So like when it comes to shea butter, you have when you go to Tamale, or not even just Tamale, but northern areas in West African countries, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, there's shea butter itself. The producing of shea butter is tradition. So it was a family thing first, and now it's capitalized, consumerized. So a lot of large companies, from your Shea Moistures to Lafia, anyone is sourcing most of their shea from cooperatives. So a lot of different brands do different initiatives, how they work with their cooperatives. And this is how we work with our cooperatives. In that
Love
sense.
that. And I saw some of the content on the website as well, and it looked so good. And you had like a video of how they make it. I think you guys should visit the website and really see how shea butter is being made. It looks really interesting. What other like tools do you use to support or empower women of color? So from outside of the producer side, we have our consumer side and just educating people. As I was a teacher. I've been to one of your events, the Yoga and Chill.
Yoga and Chill. So we have these chill series. We have a conversation series, which is a big like panel talk. We have Yoga and Chill. We have Beauty and Chill. We just try to curate for Hanahana is being able to curate space that Black women feel comfortable in and feel comfortable in to take in information and learn. So like with Yoga and Chill, you might see and just be like, yoga, chill, what does that mean?
No, but it was so
it's a whole different experience where like, yes, we're trying to curate a chill, spa-like experience where you can learn. So you come in, yoga, but then after it's like you get food. Everyone wants food.
And what I loved about the Yoga and Chill is that first of all the view was so beautiful. It was so chill.
Different. At the beach. You're at the beach one,
It was with a group of women and everybody was just talking to each other. We made some of the products, so much information as well. So I really like
it's just like looking at beauty in a different way, because I mean Black women especially, 75% of the profits and everything going into the beauty industry is because of us. Yet
still we're not included.
And even, I mean, yes, shout out to Fenty for starting this move of like shades, but we're always the afterthought when it comes to beauty. So for Hanahana, our whole intention is like everything that we're making, Black women are in mind. Because when I started making it, it was for myself, and I'm black,
Yeah,
so I'm
You're
gonna
the
be always
perfect-
thinking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, we do a lot of the curations and things like that. The process, just being able to like build a bridge between the women that are producing and the women that are buying the products, and not just the women that are buying the product, but anyone that's interested in the process and beauty and being educated in that sense.
Yeah, because you guys have worked together as well, right? I think, was it last week or 2 weeks ago you guys had an event?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So do men, because you always see like brands doing shea butter for women, but you guys, why did you guys collaborate together? How did that start?
Okay, so it started from our Denim Vest campaign.
Okay.
So I was posting the campaign on Instagram, and I posted one story like shea butter sponsored by Hana Hana Beauty.
Oh, that's what you posted.
Yeah.
And you guys knew each other or not?
No, we knew each other because I shot something for you.
Okay.
We knew each other. So
But it was just a joke.
It was supporting my friend.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay,
just like
okay,
some-
okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but the guy was shining though.
Yeah, he was glowing. He was glowing.
So after that, Abena was like, "Yo, Joey, like, we should do a collab. This is sick. Like, confidence in skin and clothes. And, like, so we hop on the call. It was a lot of emails.
A lot of WhatsApp back and forth.
but I like
it. Came
it.
together.
Yeah.
Sra and Kupa. And it worked for the both of our brands.
How did you guys come up with the name Sra in Kupa? Which for the people that don't know, that means
Put on good shade.
Good,
like, rub it in.
Rub it in.
Because
Okay.
before it was supposed to be Sra something else. We were gonna say like Nkuto something, like a full verse, and then I feel like Joey, you're like, let's shorten it up. Let's just put. And I was like, okay, perfect. And it worked because ours, like the English format for us is gonna stay smooth and confident. You know, and that's how you move, not just like with shea, but it's just movement. And I feel like Strat and Kupa, everything that, you know, Free the Youth puts out and what Hana Hana puts out is like this level of confidence in being yourself and not trying to be something else. So it was actually very easy for our brands to merge because it wasn't like, oh, this aesthetic doesn't work. Our aesthetics kind of just matched.
So do you also use shea butter?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you get like from Hana Hana or do you get it from the
Streaming
local?
Hana Hana right
That is good. That is good. So guys, big beauty and fashion brands, they come to Africa and to buy shea butter or to get inspired by the culture. You, with Free the Youth, you've worked with Foot Locker and Nike. Hana Hana Beauty has worked with Facebook. How do you guys make sure that you still keep the narrative, and how do you make sure that collaborations like this stay authentic?
Yeah, with collaborations like this, you have to be truthful to yourself, and you have to speak the truth. Because you can't go for other person's culture and tell it as your culture. So when I collaborated with Nike, they needed 3 crews around the world. They needed one from around the world. So they chose one from London, they chose one from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and then we.
Ghana.
Yeah, so it was a good feeling. There was a lot of emails. We had to design a lot of colors. This one I'm wearing right now.
That's the one you guys designed?
Yeah, we
That's
just choose like the colors from the bottom and the outer space of the Nike.
And why these colors? What does this tell, this design?
This design tells where we're coming from, because we were fan of Power Rangers.
Okay.
So most of the colors were based on our childhood and what we wanted growing up. Yeah.
So, but when a big brand like Nike or / Foot Locker reach out to you, what, like you said, it's important to tell your own story. But how do you make sure that they're not using you? You know, because all these brands want to tap into the culture now. This for you is authentic. You live this life, you know, it's a real story. So how do you make sure that they cannot just take advantage of what you guys have been building?
Yeah, like for us, we knew you have to know you are king. You are king and queens in your country, and you know your words. So for us, we told them what we wanted, and we told them we wanted to give them raw, nothing else but raw content and African content, and that's what we did for them.
So did they come here to Ghana to create the content? Did you guys work with a local crew?
They sent producer.
Okay.
But the rest was locals, yeah.
Okay, so you always make sure that it's with locals.
Yeah.
Always, okay. And for you with Hana Hana Beauty, when Facebook reaches out to you guys, how do you make sure that it's always authentic?
I mean, for us, it's a bit different because we'll have people reach out for our events. So wanting to collaborate with the events or something with Facebook or like other brands where they want our product. Or like working with media brands of telling our story because of the photography.
Yeah.
So it's always kind of like Joey talked about, like making sure that our mission, everything that we're doing, if it fits our mission, then we can do it. If it doesn't fit our mission, there's brands that have reached out that it just doesn't make sense, you know?
And that's how you can tell. It's just literally because they want to tap into the market and they, you know, or like the culture, they're like, oh, let's work together.
Yeah, let's work together. You're a fresh new brand. You're, you know, you're new to that, but they don't want to give you money. They don't want to get...
You probably need them.
Yeah.
But it's the other way around.
So it's like, for me, it's just weighing out, making sure that it's going to benefit not just myself.
Yeah.
And more than like, it can't just benefit me, it has to benefit multiple spaces in the brand.
Okay.
And that our story is being told right, especially when it comes to our photos. There's like, you know, we've had, I think that's why a lot of people, at least in the States, or people hear about Hanahana, is because of the photos and the story. And so that story can be told very differently, you know, and that's something that being able to take control of the narrative is just really important. So like when we're working with media, when we're working with a brand like Facebook or whoever, it's just making sure that our story is being told in the right way, and we get to have those eyes on it before it's put out.
Yeah, good. And like we spoke about this already, that you guys work together. Do other local communities or brands, creatives, work together or support each other in Ghana?
I won't say really, but I like what Hanahana was doing because they were also on the same mission as what we're doing. They were giving opportunities for young women to generate income for themselves and their families, and it was like a good. We have a lot of proposals for collaboration, but we don't do it
from like local creatives.
Yeah.
So
because like they have no mission to support the community, and we are all about community and supporting each other. So if you're not on the same motive with us, then it's a no-no.